Hello and welcome back to another episode of Measurement in a Minute. I'm your host, Justin Kozak with Lakeside Process Controls. And in today's video, we're continuing our discussion around rows-mount micromotion flow meter technologies. In particular, we're talking through the many benefits of Coriolis flow meters. Now in the last two videos, we discussed how it measures both mass flow, density, both independently and directly. And on its own, that really separates Coriolis flow meters from any other technology on the market. But you also get an additional two variables that we didn't talk about previously. That would be temperature and drive gain. Now, drive gain is just a measure of how hard the Coriolis flow meter is working to maintain that resonant frequency, and we can get some insight into the process from this. For example, if we have entrained air or entrained liquid, or really two-phase flow conditions. And then the other piece is temperature. There are RTDs placed throughout the Coriolis flow tubes, and the reason for this is we need to understand the temperature of those tubes because it is made out of a metal and the stiffness will change depending on the temperature. So we need to correct for that, and this is different than say in a DP flow meter where we are compensating for changes of pressure and temperature. This has to do with because we're looking at the tube stiffness and taking that into account when measuring density. So that's why we measure temperature, but it's a huge benefit because now with temperature, with density, with mass flow, with drive gain, you get a ton of other process variables. For example, concentration, we could do percentage of alcohol or percentage solids. We could look at degrees Brix. We can also look at standardized volume, especially if you're doing something with API. Or like I said, we can do entrained gas and liquid detection, really telling you if you have two-phase flow or any situation which is not optimal for a Coriolis flow meter. So the biggest reason to use one is you get a ton of data. With our 5700 transmitter, you can actually output 5 outputs from it, so you can get all that data, makes it nice and easy. The other big reason to use Coriolis is the accuracy, up to 0.05%. So think any of your high value products, that's probably where you pick a Coriolis flow meter solution. It's immune to any sort of process changes, whether it's viscosity, density, temperature effects, unlike say a DP flow meter where you need to correct for that. There's no straight runs. Wherever you can fit a Coriolis flow meter, generally speaking, you can then install it. Just have to make sure that the tubes are orientated so that they are full at all points. Bi-directional flow as well can be measured with Coriolis flow meters, so it doesn't matter if you're going forward or reverse, just simply change in the software which direction you're doing, and it can even totalize both ways as well, which is helpful for loading and unloading lines. And then lastly, it's non-mechanical and there's virtually no maintenance. So unlike say a PD meter, there's nothing in here that you have to replace periodically, and there is no maintenance. Again, you don't have to go in there and change pieces out or worry that those pieces are going to break down. And those are the big reasons why we'd use a Coriolis flow meter. Should you have any questions about micromotion or rows mount flow meters, please reach out to us at www.𝗦𝗧𝗔𝗬𝗕𝗘.com. Thanks and have a great day.